if Google was like all that stuff, like we kind of know what's going to happen. And so now we have the ones where it's going to be almost like the Wild West, where earnings, I feel like we're just going to have some craziness. So I think we're going to have more massive moves, but I think these are going to be even more interesting because we're going to have more surprises.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I almost titled today's stream Small Cap Sunday.
Yeah, so
that's pretty much all it's reporting for the most part.
Yeah, so we'll call this segment buy, sell, hold.
Yes.
But we're not going to do hold.
Yeah, we're just going to do buy, sell.
So we're just going to do buy, sell. What we're going to do is I want to bring up tickers. We're going to break down each day of earnings this week. And with earnings, I'm going to call out a ticker and just let me know based on what you're looking at the chart. Technically, do you think this is a buy into earnings or a sell before earnings?
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
So let's get started. All right. So earnings preview, we'll start off with Monday. I only have Monday, but it's a big boy. Drive Shack, Chaos Crew favorite. We got so many people in these things. I know you guys are excited about it.
I'm so pumped for Drive Shack.
So we have earnings pre-market.
Yes.
I want to know, Brad, buy or sell, and this one's going to be a little bit different. What's the price target on this guy?
So before we get into whether I'm buying or selling, let's just get this out of the air that buying anything in the earnings is going to be very risky because you just never know which direction this is going to go in. However, the risk reward here for Drive Shack is very good. And so I would say that it's worth the risk owning this going into earnings because of just how much this has come down. And this is a great reopening type of play. You know, the epicenter type stocks, this falls in that category, especially with people getting back out and doing things outside. We have their putteries, obviously, that I'm looking forward to hearing about. I'm not actually optimistic on them making any kind of real money. Revenue, sure, fine, but I don't think that we're going to see any kind of crazy earnings from them, especially from a profitability side, because they are dumping so much money in the puttery side of things. So I'm not expecting any kind of wild, crazy numbers. What I really want to see is upbeat guidance and what's the progress on the putteries themselves.
Yeah, and we'll talk about this more in our live stream tomorrow. So guys, make sure you turn in 3:30 p.m. Eastern time Monday, where we do the earnings reaction for Drive Shack. But this is really what to consider for tomorrow. Is I am a little bit hesitant because I do need upbeat guidance, but I don't think they can give upbeat guidance because the putteries aren't open, so they don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I also mentioned before, I'm worried because they sold off a lot of their public golf courses, which is another arm of their company. I think it's a smart move, but I think short term it hampers them because that cash shows up when you're selling those. I don't think they're selling any golf courses. I think they pretty much are where they want to be as far as they kept the ones they wanted, and I think they sold off everything else.
Right.
So they don't have that revenue working in their favor. I'm worried about a miss, but I don't know if they're gonna do any of these things. So I agree with you. If you're right about this is what I'm looking for the upbeat guidance, if they do that, if they raise guidance, I think this thing goes off. So very interested to see. And guys, I want you to do this as I asked Brad to do it. Let's just have a little fun.
Yep.
Everybody's guess. But where do we see Drive Shack closing on Friday at the bell?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Give your predictions in the comments.
Yeah.
What that number is. What do you think it's going to be, Brad?
I think that I'm gonna go glass half full here. I think that they're gonna give us something good in those earnings, and I expect this to be over $3 per share by the end of the week.
I need a number.
Okay, 310.
I'm similar. I'm going bold. The great Patrick Ewing, the greatest Nick of all time, $3.33. And if we do, we're going to be dancing on Friday.
Oh my God,
I'm going to be on Friday.
I'm gonna be so happy.
All I know is we will see a move. Which direction, I don't know, but one thing we can count on with Drive Shack is there's going to be a hell of a move on Drive Shack. All right, so then Monday after hours, we have Chegg, AMC, Callaway, and Car Lots.
Yeah.
So let's go right through them. Chegg, buy or sell?
I am buying. I like this one just because the going back to school, it's still a hybrid play, still going to be in effect here. I like Chegg.
All right. Anything to say about the technicals?
From the technical side of things, I would like to see it stay above the 50-day moving average. I hope my expectation is that earnings will probably bring this back up over 85, and I think that'd be really bullish if that's the case.
Sticking with golf, Callaway, which I expect to have a great quarter, and I'm pretty sure you're going to say buy or sell Callaway.
I'm buying this all day long. We saw insane demand numbers, historic demand numbers from Callaway last quarter. I expect that to continue this quarter.
And while I'm extremely bullish on Drive Shack long term, I'm actually more bullish about Callaway this quarter, earnings, than Drive Shack for their earnings. I think it's going to be a monster as well. I agree with you.
Yep.
Our community buy, car lots. Guys, the day we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
I think first we need a moment of silence to acknowledge, recognize the first time that Brad has ever committed and stuck with a group play, as far as I know. Are you still in car lots?
I am still in car lots.
It's the only one that we haven't crushed yet. Yes. But what do you think, man? Buy or sell?
I think this is the risk reward here is kind of really what I'm going with. I think it's a buy as far as risk reward's concerned. Who knows what they come out with? But as much as this has gotten beaten down, it seems kind of crazy for it to think that it's going to go any lower significantly,
bro. And I understand when people talk about like Rocket, which was a high conviction, which we actually did really well on, but Rocket and frustration with that.
Yep.
Clover. I can understand why it came down. It didn't deserve it, but it did. I can't understand car lots for the life of me.
I can't either.
Given the used car market and the overall car market and the semiconductor shortage. So it's really interesting, but can this be the move? We'll see. Excited about that. And, shout out to housekeeping, because housekeeping, who's I in the chat was talking earlier and just kind of giving us props, which I appreciated that.
Yeah.
But mentioned the reasons why housekeeping loved our channel, loved Own the Chaos, was because we take a longer term approach, but we don't just talk about AMC if it's not necessary, just as like a clickbait.
Yeah.
And that's very true. We talk about what's important, but we're not trying to get you here to talk about AMC because frankly, we think AMC is shit.
Yeah.
But AMC has earnings.
They do.
We got to talk about it.
They do.
Buy or sell?
To be honest with you, I think that any positive feedback we get from the CEO of AMC is going to probably create some buying. So I'm going to go with the apes on this one. I think that this could be a buy, or should be a buy, probably going in the earnings. Risk reward here is probably should be on. I think it probably does go up. But if it does go up and you feel like you're stuck in this, let's just say you bought it at 50 something a share or higher. Tomorrow, if it does move up on those earnings, it could be your opportunity. For me personally, if I were in it and I was in that situation, I would be looking for an opportunity to get out. Tomorrow could be that day.
Certainly, all eyes are on Amazon, and we're going to be having that discussion during the live stream tomorrow.
AMC,
Amazon. Thanks, I appreciate it. Did I tell you I was up till 7:30 a.m.?
I got you.
Yeah, so Malta Goya likes lots a lot, looking for 10. That would be great. That would be a crucial psychological resistance for sure.
Yeah.
We got some shout outs, price targets, and Drive Shack at 275. Don says 332, 298. Nobody actually, what is it at currently?
What?
Drive Shack.
Drive Shack's closed at 265 on Friday.
Nobody said lower, so that makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, no, Mad Dick said $2.
Ooh. I'll be loading a boat at $2.
Yeah, for sure. So there you guys have it. Those are the earnings that we're keeping an eye on tomorrow. Make sure you tune into the live stream to find out what the reaction is. And we'll certainly be talking about Drive Shack beforehand.
Yeah.
But then we're going to watch the earnings. We're going to see the reaction and break down what we hear.